Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Funder Smart ECD podcast. My name is Lolo. Today's episode is a big one, fam. We're talking about the ECD registration process and compliance with the Department of Education. This one is for all the ECD centers, whether you are registered or not. My colleague Nicole had a conversation with Mr. D, who is an expert when it comes to ECD compliance. Let's listen to their conversation to learn more about ECD registration and compliance.
All right, so let's dive right in. Why is registering your ECD centre such a big deal, huh? Like, what's the actual point of all the paperwork? Spill the tea, Mr. D.
Well, Nicole, at its core, it's all about the children. Registration makes sure the centre is a safe, structured environment. It's ensuring that each child has access to quality education and isn't just kinda left to chance.
Oh, I like that. It's not just, oh, here's a fun daycare. It's about real standards, right?
Exactly. Take safety, for example. A registered centre adheres to things like fire safety codes, zoning laws, even food health standards. These things are so important. Imagine a creche operating next door to a toxic factory or something. Registration prevents that kind of risk.
Oh, wow. That's horrifying. Okay, let me tell you about my first experience at an ECD centre. I was about, 5 years old? And I remember walking in. It smelled like fresh bread. The walls were painted with flowers and alphabets. It just felt like a place you could explore and grow. And now I realize that centres like that, they were registered and had proper standards.
That's the power of doing things the right way, Nicole. Registration ensures consistency, whether it's a big center in the middle of a city or one in the rural areas. Every child deserves that level of care and attention.
So true. And honestly, it's not just for the kids or parents, right? It's for the center owners too. Like, it's a step towards getting funding and recognition. I mean, who doesn't want to see their hard work taken seriously?
Absolutely. It's like building a team. You need strong foundations, compliance, safety, and structure. And registration is, the first brick in raising up that team.
So, Mr. D, now that we get why registration matters, let's break it down. What's step one? How does someone actually begin the process of registering their ECD centre?
Good question, Nicole. It all starts with applying for a bronze certificate. That's like your starting point. And the best part? You can do it directly online using the e-care system or even through WhatsApp.
Wait, WhatsApp? That's wild. We're registering creches the same way we're sending memes. I love it.
Exactly. It puts the power in the hands of the people. And that bronze certificate? Think of it as your I'm on the right path badge. From there, you work your way up to silver and eventually gold certification.
All right. So everyone's aiming for gold. But what does that journey actually look like? Like, what documents are they going to need?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Here's the checklist. First, a health certificate, then fire safety, zoning approval, your building plans, an emergency plan. Oh, and don't forget the staff qualifications, and even your menu and daily program.
Whoa, wait. Menu? As in like, what not to feed the kids menu?
Exactly, Nicole. You can't just, serve expired fish fingers and hope nobody notices. It's about ensuring every detail supports the children's well-being. What they eat, where they play, and how they learn. The whole package.
Makes sense. Honestly, it's great to see this level of care being emphasized. But I bet getting all those docs together feels like juggling flaming torches while riding a unicycle. Any tips for surviving it?
Yeah, it can be overwhelming. I remember one center. They almost didn't make it. They had everything but the fire safety certificate. The owner was panicking, thinking they'd have to start all over. But you know what happened?
Oh, what happened?
The community stepped up. A local firefighter volunteered to inspect the place, helped them adjust a few things, and boom, they got the certificate. It showed me that when people support each other, anything's possible.
That's amazing. Like proper feel-good stuff. It just goes to show, even though there's paperwork, there's also people who care enough to help you get it right.
Absolutely. And sometimes, leaning on others is what gets you across the finish line. But yeah, Nicole, as long as you're organized and patient, the process becomes easier than it looks.
All right. So we've talked about getting registered, jumping through all those hoops with menus and fire certificates and everything. But here's the thing, Mr. D, once you've got that certificate, how do you make sure you're staying compliant? Like, how do ECD centers keep everything in check?
It's all about consistency, Nicole. Centers need to ensure things like monthly attendance registers are up to date, income and expense records are accurate, and audited annual financial statements are submitted on time. It's not glamorous, but hey, it's necessary if you want to keep that funding coming.
Right. Paperwork is life, but it makes sense. Running a place full of kids needs structure. Otherwise, it's just chaos.
Exactly. And let me add, reporting any major incidents is also critical. The department wants transparency, and it shows you're taking both the safety and well-being of the children seriously. It's not about catching you out, but keeping the standards where they need to be.
Speaking of keeping standards, here's a little story for you. So my choir group was helping out at this small ECD center. They were struggling to get their emergency plan together. And oh my word, the look of relief on their faces when we helped them draft something solid. It was priceless. Mr. D, they even came up with a fire drill chant for the kids. It had harmonies and everything. Total banger.
A fire drill chant? That's next level creativity, Nicole. But hey, that's the beauty of community support, right? When people step in to help, everyone benefits. And you know, NGOs and platforms like FunderSmart are doing a smashing job at providing guidance and resources.
Oh, absolutely. They make the whole process feel doable. Like you're not just out there drowning in forms by yourself.
Exactly. And centers shouldn't hesitate to network with each other too. You know, if your centers nailed the process, why not share what you've learned and help others? When we support each other, it strengthens the whole system.
Preach, Thabo. Look, folks, the goal here isn't just to jump through hoops. It's to build something that lasts for the kids, the staff, and the community. And that's what makes this all worth it.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, Nicole, this has been a great conversation. I hope everyone listening feels encouraged and ready to tackle their ECD journey.
Me too. And hey, remember, if you're feeling stuck, there are people and platforms out there to back you up. You've got this.
And on that note, stay registered, stay compliant, and stay connected. Until next time, take care, everyone.
Bye, everybody. See you soon.
All right, guys, that's it for this week. Thank you for listening. I hope you found value in the conversation. Once again, thank you to our guest, Mr. D. Remember, if you want to catch more episodes, follow us on our WhatsApp channel, search FunderSmart, and you'll find us. Until next time, stay registered, stay compliant, and stay smart. Don't forget to share this video with your colleagues and WhatsApp groups.